Yo, what's up guys? I'm Alleging Tuna and this is Tuna's Tips, a video series where I cover the upcoming raid bosses in Pokemon Go and give you the best idea of counters to use to maximize your success. We've got a pretty exciting one coming up. We've got Genesect Shock Drive coming back into raids Tuesday, May 2nd. It's going to be here for a week. It'll be here until the May 9th at 10 a.m. local time. We've got 1 week to get this shiny. We haven't had it in a while, so it's kind of cool. Meaning we're also going to have a raid hour on May 3rd from 6 to 7 p.m. local time. If you manage to miss your raid hour and you'd like to join me for mine, I will be hosting mine live on Twitch TV/Alleging Tuna from 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will have the link in the comment below. We use Pokebattler to show us what counters to use, so let's head on over and check it out. Genesect has a maximum CP of 1916 under normal conditions and 2395 when it is weather boosted. It will be weather boosted in snowy, which I don't know who will have snow right now, and also rainy weather conditions. It's also got its non-shiny and shiny versions. It is a bug and steel type, meaning it's going to be weak to exactly one thing, and that type is fire. It is double weak to fire. Bring your fire types. You will absolutely destroy this boss. It's a pretty simple encounter, but make sure you bring your fire types. We're going to cover the megas, shadows, and non-mega, non-shadow choices that will help you defeat this boss. Pokebattler's pulled up over here. Let's cover those megas. Mega Blaziken with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. That is a Community Day move. You will have to Elite TM if you would like to use Blast Burn, but you have quite a few choices with fire type megas. Blaziken, then you've got Mega Charizard Y and X. Y does a little bit more damage than X, so you can see there the time to win at the bottom, 319 on Y and 375 on X. So make sure you bring your Charizard Y with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. Same moves on Charizard X, Fire Spin and Blast Burn. Remember, Blast Burn is an Elite TM only move. You could also bring Mega Houndour if you don't, or Mega Houndoom if you don't have access to Blaziken or Charizard. With Houndoom, make sure you have Fire Fang and Flamethrower on that for the most success. Other mega choices, there is Primal Groudon with Mudshot and Fire Punch, but that's such a lower, it's not as quick as your fire types, but Primal Groudon's a choice. Mega Salamence is a choice too. It has access to Fire Fang and Fire Blast. Those are non-stab moves. It's going to be slower to beat the boss, but Mega Salamence is a choice. Remember, when you bring megas, the reason you bring them is to boost damage of everybody else in your raid group. So bringing a fire type is going to boost other fire type Pokemon that are in the raid group. I think it will boost it up by 20%. I'll have to double check that, but bring your fire type megas, okay, you guys? It's going to make your party do even more damage. You'll win even faster. Let's go look at some shadow choices, because there's really not too many of the mega choices that are very useful. So of your shadow choices, you can bring Blaziken, Typhlosion, Magmortar, Arcanine. Those are all really good choices. Fire Spin, Blast Burn. A couple of them, Blaziken and Typhlosion, both have Blast Burn. Those are Elite TM only moves. Make sure you have fire moves on both of those. Shadow Magmortar, Fire Spin, and Fire Punch. If you bring Arcanine, make sure it's got Fire Fang and Flamethrower. If we go a little bit further down the list there, you do have Shadow Charizard. You might have one of those built for PvP. Make sure it has Fire Spin and Blast Burn available. Shadow Houndoom with Fire Fang and Flamethrower as well. Other shadow choices, if we go down, you can bring a Shadow Camerupt with Incinerate and Overheat. Shadow Ninetales is available, Fire Spin and Weather Ball. And you also have Shadow Electivire using the non-stab Flamethrower move with Thundershock, okay? Non-shadow, non-mega choices include Reshiram. That's right, Reshiram, I think is going to be one of your top DPS counters to bring. Make sure it has Fire Fang and that exclusive move Fusion Flare, which is also an Elite TM move. Fire Fang and Fusion Flare on that Reshiram. If you want to bring a Darmanitan, that is also a good choice. All these fire Pokemon are good choices. They're going to do a lot of damage, but they're all not built the same. If you look at their time to wins, they slowly go down. The difference between Reshiram and Darmanitan is about 40 seconds difference. So that's 40 more seconds that you might be tapping on your phone, right? So Reshiram, lots and lots of damage, and then it just goes down from there. Darmanitan with Fire Fang and Overheat. If you bring Chandelure, maybe you have access to a Chandelure because there was a community day for that. Make sure it has Fire Spin and Overheat, not the community day move. but just add a second move to it, put Overheat on it. Fire Spin and Overheat. Ho-Oh, Incinerate, and Sacred Fire ++. That means that you would have purified your Apex Ho-Oh. I don't suggest that you do that, but if you did and you have it powered up, bring your Ho-Oh. Blaziken with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. That is a Community Day move. Make sure you Elite TM over to Blast Burn if you bring your Blaziken. Everybody's favorite Fire and Steel type Pokemon, Heatran, makes an appearance up there with Fire Spin and Flamethrower. If we keep looking, we have a Pokemon that's not in the game yet, Volcanion. Moltres, a lot of you guys might have Moltres, Fire Spin and Overheat with that Moltres. Emboar had a Community Day quite a while ago, has access to Blast Burn, really high damage move. Ember and Blast Burn on that. Remember, Blast Burn is an Elite TM only move. Entei with Fire Fang and Overheat. Flareon, Eevee's pretty accessible. Flareon does some damage. Fire Spin, Overheat, it's double effective fire damage. You got a Flareon, bring it. It's super effective. Infernape with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. Blast Burn again being a Community Day move. Elite TM over to that if you bring your Infernape. Typhlosion, another Community Day move. Blast Burn, or Community Day Pokemon, sorry. Incinerate and Blast Burn on that Typhlosion. You may have one of those built for PvP also, so Blast or Typhlosion, good choice. Victini, if you powered one of those up. Quick Attack and V-Create. Pyroar with Fire Fang and Overheat. Magmortar with Fire Spin and Fire Punch. Hisuian Arcanine and regular Arcanine, both with Fire Fang and Flamethrower. So 6 Arcanine. Bring your Arcanines if you want. It will get through that boss really easy. Delphox with Fire Spin and Flamethrower. Doesn't have a Community Day yet, so it doesn't have Blast Burn, but keep your eyes out for an announcement for that, right? I don't know when that's going to be, but it's probably going to happen at some point. Houndoom with Fire Fang and Flamethrower. Solgaleo, if you have one of those built for Master League PvP, make sure it's got Fire Spin and Flamethrower. Charizard, Salamence, Heatmore, we keep going. Incineroar, Simisear, Camerupt, Salazzle Dazzle, Rapidash, and Ninetales. Those are all fire Pokemon, all really good moves. Let's head over. I'll show you guys what kind of team I'm going to be bringing. If you've never built a team for raiding in Pokemon Go, I'll show you how to do it right here. Click on the Pokeball at the bottom of the middle screen there. Click the battle in the top right. Scroll over to party at the top, all the way down to the bottom, and I've got my team already made, so it takes out any of the guesswork for what I need to be bringing and gets rid of the recommended counter. Sometimes recommended likes to recommend that you bring Lugia, or it recommends that you bring Aggron and other stuff that's not going to deal as much damage as your super effective moves, right? So here's my team. My Blaziken isn't mega'd up, but I will be leading with a Mega Blaziken with Fire Spin and Blast Burn, and then I've got 5 Reshirams out there. Those 5 Reshirams all have Fire Fang and Fusion Flare. I put some other choices up there on the left of the screen to give you guys an idea of other things to bring. Fire Fang and Overheat on a Darmanitan. Bring a Chandelure with Fire Spin and Overheat. Moltres with Fire Spin and Overheat. And also Eevee or Flareon if you have access to that. Fire Spin and Overheat. It's a pretty quick guide. It covers up what we need. Bring your fire types. If you want to join me, I'm live 7 days a week at Twitch TV/Alleging Tuna, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you found this video helpful in any way, make sure to leave a subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. You guys have been awesome. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Peace.